Let's talk about how you can start improving your reading speed. In this video, we'll cover a very basic speed reading drill that will help you boost your reading rate. Now, this exercise can be done on paper or digitally. It's completely up to you. I suggest you use material that you normally have to read, whether it's for school, work, or personal reading. Now, in this drill, we'll be reading for 20 minutes, so make sure you have enough reading material for that amount of time. Here's how the drill works. You'll start by reading for 20 minutes. During this time, you want to make sure you're reading with the goal of strong comprehension. Don't go too fast or too slow. Read at whatever speed feels comfortable. After reading for 20 minutes, you'll want to mark the place where you stopped. The goal of this drill is to purposely go faster than we would normally read. How are we going to do that? Well, we're simply going to reread the material we just went through, but we're going to do it at double the reading speed. So in the first step, you read for 20 minutes, and in the next step, you need to get through that same material in 10 minutes or less. The whole point of this drill is to get used to seeing words at a faster rate. Don't worry if your comprehension isn't perfect during this exercise. We're essentially skimming material we previously read at a speed that's at least double our regular reading speed. Why does this drill work? If you get used to practicing a drill where you're purposely going faster than you would normally read, at double your normal reading speed, then later when you drop your speed down to a more reasonable rate, it won't feel as fast. For example, let's say you're reading at 200 words per minute, which is an average reading speed. When you practice a drill, like the one we just mentioned, you are forcing yourself to go through the material at a speed of 400 words per minute or more. After practicing that drill, when you go back to normal reading for strong comprehension, you'll notice that the lower speed of something like 250 words a minute won't feel as fast and that you can maintain your comprehension at that higher rate. Once you start reading comfortably with comprehension at 250 words a minute, that means you should be practicing your speed drills at 500 words a minute. So later on, 300 won't feel as fast. The easiest way to ensure you're going double your reading speed is to read for a period of time, say 20 minutes, and then go through that same material in half the time, say 10 minutes, if you were reading for 20. And by the way, this drill has a dual benefit. By skimming through material you already read, you're essentially reviewing what you just read, and this will help you remember the material a little more effectively, in addition to helping you improve your reading speed. You'll want to practice this kind of drill repetitively over time to get the best results. Ideally, I'd recommend practicing this drill every day for 2 weeks. Here's how you can practice. Read for 20 minutes, and then speed through the material that you just read in 10 minutes. And then repeat. Read for another 20 minutes, and then speed through that material in 10 minutes. At this point, you will have gotten 20 minutes of practice doing the drill and about 40 minutes of regular reading done. So doing this kind of exercise would require an hour of your time. Doing these drills will help you make gradual and consistent increases in your reading speed. To keep track of your results, I recommend you measure your reading speed on a daily basis to take note of your progress. To test your reading speed, just read for a minute and count how many words you read during that time to figure out your words per minute reading rate. We'll cover a number of other reading exercises and techniques in this course, but this is a fundamental speed reading drill that you can practice now to start increasing your reading rate immediately. Part of the reason why people read slowly is because they read on a word-by-word basis. Now, you can speed up your reading if you learn how to read more than one word at a time. This is what we'll focus on in this video. First off, I want you to know that you probably already read groups of words without realizing it. This happens all the time when you're driving. If you saw a sign that said New York City while driving, you'd probably be able to read all 3 words in just one glance. So we need to replicate this ability that we already have while reading. Here's a technique for reading groups of words. Think of each line of text as being broken up into 3 parts: a beginning, a middle, and an end. Think of these 3 areas as fixation points. You're going to focus your eyes so that they make 3 fixations per line, once at the beginning, once in the middle, and once at the end. During each one of those 3 fixation points, you'll attempt to read the group of words in that area. Your goal is to read between 3 to 5 words per fixation. Now, if your lines are very narrow, let's say between 5 to 8 words per line, you may want to make just 2 fixations per line, on the first half and the second half of the line. Either way, your goal will be the same, to read between 3 to 5 words per fixation. This may be a challenge initially, but with practice you'll find yourself reading groups of words more easily. If you have a moment right now, try reading this way for 10 minutes. You can do this on the computer screen using Accelerator.com or on a printed page using the fixation point technique we just discussed.